talk about, well, not about tits, that's not, yeah, you know what, no, fuck, cut around this, I want to talk about tits. I need to like kind of find the separation line here between this boob and this boob. Actually, his hand is over the boob, so I just gotta suggest the boob here. This is more of a suggestion than a actuality. Okay, let's get a nipple. Let's get a nipple. Where does our nipple live?
Really is a happy little
nipple.
Nipple can live anywhere in the world. Your nipple can live right here. There's a pretty little nipple. We're gonna put a pretty little nipple in the sky. There. That's where your nipple lives. That's where Jay's nipple lives. That's where his nipple lives. No, okay. Let's fuck off that shit. No, you gotta joke a little bit. I think I still need to find this under boob a bit more. And now let's go back into the really dark color here. Over like that, because it's on that side and the arm is kind of covering it. So we got one boobie instead of two. I think my first instinct was, I think when I started the chest, I just went right for the boobs. So I was like, oh, two boobs, you got two boobs. You do, but actually part of his hand is going across that boob. That boob's actually behind the arm because the way the body was shifted, it was unnatural. Like, this is forward, his face is forward, his body is square and forward. But Jay is looking, but the boobs are wrong and the torso is wrong. So now I'm just going to go back to my building blocks. Yeah, I like fleshed it out and all that. It took a whole bunch of work and effort, and this is probably going to take a lot longer than I actually intended it to, but this is important, you know, since this channel is also about teaching, and if I know something's wrong, you know, I don't get it right the first time. I have to make mistakes for me to actually like figure out what I'm doing wrong before I actually fix them.
Alright, I don't think I'm talking for the rest of the video, so now I'm going to be uninterrupted. Well, like I said, I started with the boobs, and what was wrong was his face was facing one way, but the body was facing another, and it looked very unnatural. And I didn't realize that I made that mistake until somebody pointed it out. And so I went back in and I covered up over everything. But that's what's great about painting with acrylic paints. If you mess up, you just cover over it and just keep going, because you can put layer on top of layer on top of layer on top of layer. You know the deal. I've talked about it ad nauseum, way too much, too often. And right now I'm just working on the legs. And I'm just fleshing out the shapes. I thought the shape was really weird. It's still looking weird here, but as I go on, this starts making more sense. How'd you like the meme at the beginning that took a ton of editing? Yeah, just for like that short little couple seconds. I don't know. I wanted to make my video interesting because, you know, I do the same thing over and over again, so I figured I'd add something just a little bit fun there since I was having some fun in the video. There'll be more clips in this video, but I mean we're running at 16 minutes, so I'm not going to complain about losing footage. A lot of the times, and you'll see it even here, where the shot is really close, my head's blocking what's going on. But that doesn't matter. So what I'm just doing now is, you know, reworking the body. And I work in several areas. A lot of detail gets laid down. And actually, we have some great news, because this is the last video. I'm positive. No, it is the last video. I checked. It's the last video that I am painting this in black and white. And finally, I will get the joy of editing the layers that are in color. And you will see what is close to what the end result's going to look like. Although a lot of changes happen even once I get to the color layer, there's things that I didn't see that needed to be fixed. I added stuff like right after I was done. And right now I'm working on Animancer's face.
Went down my pants, and he reached down and he grabbed on my cuttlefish. And I was like, Lord bless this cuttlefish and make it spew forth your glory! Oh,
do you like out of context clips? I just left that in there just to make it interesting.
But you don't understand, I don't want to pay taxes!
I just wanted to make the video interesting, so I left these out of context clips. Usually when I'm painting, either I'm painting and it's quiet, which in that case then I'm usually speaking to the camera. It becomes a pain in the ass though, between me doing the voiceover and me speaking to the camera. I gotta choose one or the other, but I still haven't. Whatever, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. But anyway, yeah, I was listening to, I think Jay was podcasting. I forget what it was about. I think he was talking about Kenneth Copeland. I got to channel my inner firebrand reverend character. I was gonna cut that. I probably should have for runtime's sake, but you know, I wanted to have something interesting. What else is there to really talk about? You know, I guess right now I'm finding the wrinkles in the clothing. I guess not yet. Right now I'm just finding the light sources. But I'm going to be making this hoodie look more like clothing. So I work on the clothing quite a bit. I work on faces, bodies. And yeah, this is it. This is the last you're going to see me painting on a black and white painting. Because next video is glazing. So that's going to be fun. And I'm just trying to find the values between lights and darks. These values also change though, like later, because I add elements in that add light, and so then my lighting changes. So it's not hard and fast, you know. I play a little hard fast with the rules on this. I'm defining the horns and the shapes. Just really trying to get stuff to pop, because when you glaze in the next layer, you want every area that's like you want to pop out, you gotta paint it like almost white. I mean, not completely, like I would say light grays. I'm only using pure white on like the highlights on eyes and stuff like that, but yeah. Like, I'm now working the hair out. And I'm just working the hair in clumps. I'm not doing individual strands. When you paint hair, you want to just, one, go with the direction where the hair is going to be going. But number two, like, don't get caught up on the details. Just layer, and you'll start getting details in your hair with each consecutive layer you layer on top of. Work on making that slingshot stick out a lot more. Painting the patch on the jacket. I'm sorry, I'm just like now just talking about boring stuff, and I really should just talk about something interesting, but you know, not much has been happening in the world of me recently. Just going to work and coming home. That's been my life recently, and I haven't had time to get this video out. I wanted to get this video out last week, but hey, I'm going to be putting it out this week. I'm keeping to it every Thursday, so By the time you see it, it will be Thursday. Today's Sunday. Sunday. Trying to find stuff to talk about. Okay, I'm just putting the light on the back of the legs. There's light happening behind them because there's going to be an explosion happening right behind the three of them. So I'm just putting that light in right now so I don't have to think about it later. Like, it doesn't make sense where I'm putting the light, but it will start making sense once the background's put in. And we're almost ready for color. I think I need to put details in the hair here. Kind of want to work on the teeth, but they're so small because, yeah, obviously it shouldn't be too highly detailed. So I don't think I'm going to do that because it might end up looking weird. Also, I'm noticing the clothing doesn't look like clothing. And I think what I mean by that is I need to find where the wrinkles are. I think there might be some wrinkles here, anywhere, you know, when you move your body. Even when it's just laying on the body, there's wrinkles. Like, I think I need wrinkles in the shirt. Maybe on the jacket, maybe I should vary that line a little bit just to make it interesting. Other than that, like, I am practically ready for color. I'm thinking maybe what I could fix. Jay's arms look like spaghetti, except for here. And I think it's because right here I drew with triangles. And if you notice your arm, there's sides that are favored. Like over here is meatier and then it gets skinnier as it goes down, or up here it's meatier and it gets smaller as it goes down. So it's, you kind of got to think of it like in terms of triangles. I think I kind of have that going on here in the legs. So yeah, but this arm, it's not a straight line, you know, it's kind of not clean and it looks like a spaghetti noodle and not an arm. So I think I need to work on that. Probably be some wrinkles here where the hoodie meets the shoulders. There'll probably be some kind of wrinkle. So I haven't really worked that out. We are very, very close though to coloring. I worked mostly on faces because that was going to take the longest, and right now I'm happy with the faces. I'm still not happy with the clothing. I think Specta's legs look a lot better than when I started. Oh, and also, by the time this video comes out, while I'm shooting this video, I've already uploaded the first 3 sessions of this. Rather than posting a completed work, I decided that I should just go for a more episodic release so I could have more videos on my channel and not have huge gaps where nothing's happening, because stuff is happening in those gaps. It's just, I've been trying to go for finished work before posting, and I think maybe instead it's about the journey and not the destination. So I'm thinking I should just post the clips as they happen. Maybe I'd do like 3 painting sessions and then post it, or maybe even just 1 if I get enough content, then I would do that. But yeah, I think I'm changing my video upload. Anyway, I'm going to listen to podcasts and fucking paint. I think up to that point, I might have been up to episode 1 or 2. This, I don't know why I decided to keep this in. I was thinking of putting it as the intro for episode 7, because when I stumbled onto this clip, I'm like, oh, it sounds like it could be an intro, but this doesn't really last very long, and the next video is literally color, so I decided to leave it in, although I guess it tripped me up there. I don't even remember what I was talking about before. But anyway, yeah, we're really close. I'm putting on now like highlights and shadows where wrinkles and clothing is, and yeah. I'm sounding really low energy today, but hey, at least I'm not sounding sick. The last couple of videos, I've been having stuffed nose, sore throat. I've been sounding like crap. Yeah, up to that point, like, I was already deciding to just make everything one video, but I got to that point where I just had way too much, and what you heard just there was me announcing in this video, although I already announced it, weeks ago. But I also made this video weeks ago in tandem with editing these videos. I'm trying to, make some. I'm sorry I don't have much to talk about. It's got like Okay, a minute left. All right, a minute left. Well, I also have recently made a new Teespring. You'll see this at the end of the video. And I'll, go buy a t-shirt from me. Support an artist. All right, here we go. So we got some stills. As you can see, we are now ready to move on to color. I mean, it's far from finished, but we are ready to move on to the color layer. Here's my plug. Check out my Teespring store. We got merchandise. Come and buy some t-shirts. I'm the Disgusting Beauty. Please support Underhaven on YouTube and subscribe. Bye-bye.